Among the new features we've recently added to ECL Watch is the new Timeline Overlay for Workunits. This overlay is an optional enhancement enabled by default, which highlights additional timing-related information about an individual work unit in relation to other work units. Its primary goal is to quickly identify how work units interact with other work units. This can be especially useful when an individual work unit's performance has been impacted by another work unit executing in tandem. The timeline overlay element that we've added to ECL Watch is an option enabled by default. When you've enabled the timeline overlay and you look at the work units page, you will see these indicator lines appearing in the same row with the work unit. These timeline indicator lines provide useful information at a glance about the jobs and work units in relation to the other work units in ECL Watch. It places the indicator line right over the work unit rows, hence the name overlay. These indicators, they have meanings that provide more information about the work units at a glance. The different colors indicate which target cluster the work unit is running on. For example, orange indicators are the Thor clusters. An orange bar will overlay the row that for any work unit that's running on a Thor cluster. There's also a blue indicator bar, which means it's running that work unit on an H-Thor cluster. And there's also a green bar, which indicates that is a Roxy job or work unit running on a Roxy cluster. Note that the colors may vary depending on some browser settings, so while they may not be the exact same colors every time, they will be consistent in what target cluster they are indicative of. Additionally, the width of the timeline overlay indicator also carries relevant information. It indicates the amount of time that the job has run or is running. A wider timeline bar indicates that job took longer to run relative to the other thinner timeline overlay bars. And finally, the offset of the timeline indicator indicates the start time of that work unit relative to the other work units on the work units tab. The timelines closer to the right side of the page were run previous, and the ones to the left of them were run after, and finally the ones on the very left side are going to be the most recently run work units. This is all enabled or disabled by clicking on the timeline button on the toolbar here along the top. If you like this video, or if you learned something, hit the like and subscribe button and let us know. For the HPCC Systems Developers Series videos, once again, thank you for watching.